Hello, and welcome to my top 10 characters I want in Super Smash Bros. This is going to be my first video, so let me just state the rules. Well, they're just me. I'm not going to put characters I don't realistically believe could be in, unless I think it could be really awesome. There's only like one or two cases of that. So, oh, and also, in the comments, I'm actually going to post the code for my honorable mentions. In that one, I'll explain how I did the whole thing at the very beginning. So, anyways, no more dilly-dallying. Here we go. By the way, I almost forgot to mention for you lovely peoples that this will generally not be your usual kind of list. We're like, my number one is Banjo-Kazooie, and then there's Shrek and Goku and Superman. No. Like I said earlier, mine are going to be realistic. And I know Banjo-Kazooie is realistic, but I myself have never bonded with those games, and his moveset capabilities and stuff, from what I've seen, looks like Buff Duck Hunt. Don't lie. Don't lie to yourself. You know Banjo-Kazooie looks like Duck Hunt dog's just been working out. So here's how this will work. First, I'll show you this. My 10 is Sora, probably the second most popular character in my whole honorable mentions and everything. And next, I'm going to show you on my computer a picture of Sora the way he was supposed to be seen, because I'm not a good artist, and if anybody doesn't know any of the characters on here, I'm going to show them a real picture, because some people don't know all the characters, and that's okay. Okay, this is a picture of Sora from Kingdom Hearts, and I think he'd be cool on this list. I mean, he does have a lot of original stuff, but also, if they worked with the Kingdom Hearts people, then that means they might get Disney stuff, and that is just looking forward to the next Super Smash Bros. Game. And don't lie, you definitely know it'd be awesome if you could have, like, Yoda or somebody awesome like that in the next Smash Bros. Game. We want a character that started on a Nintendo console. We want a character who we know they'll give Nintendo the rights to use. We want a character that the internet will grab hold of and use. We need more female characters. Illuminata confirmed. Illuminata was part of the game Rune Factory 4, which is pretty awesome. And no, it's not part of the Illuminati. I'm not part of the Illuminati. The triangle thingy actually was never their symbol. Go to top 10 memes to learn more about that. And anyways, Illuminata was a very memorable character, and you know the internet will fall in love with a character that's named after the Illuminati. So, Illuminata is a character from the games of Rune Factory. She's in Rune Factory 4. The internet will love her, which means that she'll get lots of publicity and whatever, and that means that people will buy the DLC, which makes it reasonable for Sakurai to choose this character. Plus, Neverland is starting to go out of business. Neverland developed Rune Factory, so they would, of course, jump at the opportunity to have one of their characters from one of their games in Smash Bros., where they would probably get a nice bit of profit from Nintendo giving them money for the rights to this character. Plus, you gotta admit it, she's got just the right amount of fan service. Okay, so imagine a character that was like Kirby, but not. Ultimate copying, but not too ultimate. You know what? Trying to explain this character to you right now when you don't know who it is, it's gonna be too hard. So, I am just going to show you my little diagram art thingy, and that will speak for itself. Okay, I know I'm not the perfect artist, that's not what Kelkion looks like, but you get the idea. You don't know who that is? Remember that chameleon Pokemon from Gen 3? Yeah, that's the one where when you use any attack on it, it gains that type. Well, I think this character would be awesome because he can change his typing and everything when he's hit by a certain move, right? So what if his entire set changed to the fighter that just hit him? So if you're hit by a shot by Kirby as Calcion, then you now have Kirby's moveset, except, minus the getting hats, because that would be too OP. It'd be pretty awesome. Okay, so the system I use to determine everybody's place on my list of honorable mentions and top 10s or whatever was a tiny bit flawed. So this is why here we have another Rune Factory character. The main character, Frey/Lest. Depends on if you're like a boy or a girl and stuff. Hello, I've been living next door for a couple of years. Are you a boy or a girl? I also don't know my grandson's name. I'm a little messed up. So yeah, they're from Rune Factory 4. They're number 7 on the list. I just realized that I've been forgetting to tell you guys the numbers, but yes, we are number 7, in case you, lost count in this top 10. And I'm just going to show you a picture of them because that is not a good picture of them. But hey, I'm not very good at drawing anime characters, okay? And they're anime style, like Illuminata was. So, with Rune Factory 4, it's got quite a few awesome characters, and these two characters in the front that you see here right now are the main characters. You can play as both of these characters, and it's generally just a really fun game, and I accidentally end up having two characters from the same game, which would make sense in my top 10. I'm sorry about that. It was just a flaw in my system of placement. I used mathematical formula, probably not the best, but don't worry, it wasn't a random mathematical formula. It had my input. These are still my opinions. But yeah, I'm so sorry. But still, for all the same reasons, they would be good. For the same reasons as Illuminata. Because the girl one can be another girl representative, and they could definitely get the rights to these characters. This character has an awesome thing they can come in. Everybody remember, where everyone was like, oh, it'd be so awesome with Mewtwo Strikes Back if he came out, and he came out. Well, this character has another cool one, and he's also generally good character. He's from the Animal Crossing series. I know you probably don't want another Animal Crossing representative, but this is the only one. So, he's a really good character. It's KK Slider. The intro thing would be like, KK slides in. I don't know, I honestly believe it could be cool if they did it right. He could be a musically attacking character. Kind of like Jigglypuff, except he can also use it like Brenda the Bat does, and with Donkey Kong's bongos. And plus, he also has alternate DJ KK form, so you could probably use something like that. Yep, this number 6 is KK. He's a dog that plays the guitar and gives you songs in the Animal Crossing series. KK Slider, he's really cool. I guess I already explained all of my reasons pretty much up front in the first section of this. So I'm probably going to just briefly show the character and then go on to number 5. So here it is. This is KK Slider. He's a pretty chill dude in the Animal Crossing series, and I think he'd be cool in. Okay, so this character will be kind of interesting. So, when I saw Villager working, all I could think was Harvest Moon, because Harvest Moon already had a bunch of things you could do, but just adds a whole ton of crazy stuff. So our number 5, is the boy/girl from Harvest Moon. Just imagine, how Villagers, one of his smash attacks is, dropping a bowling ball on somebody. Imagine for, the Harvest Moon farmer, just, dropping a cow. Wouldn't that be kind of cool? So yeah, that's my argument for this character. Plus, the alternate costumes would be fairly easy, since 4 of the male one, 4 of the female one, in different games they have different outfits, and in different games there are slight alterations of the same formula of what the character looks like, with a few exceptions, such as, the wonderful islands and stuff like that. Here it is if you wanted it. As I'm going up, there's going to be more and more on the characters in these. For example, this one doesn't just say like Harvest Moon Farmer and then drawing of the character. This one also has like a picture of him using the possible up B, like flying up with the chicken. Then there's like a down smash where he drops the cow, like I suggested earlier, would be pretty awesome. So, this character, the ones you see below, are the characters that I wanted. And those aren't the general ones. Those are the combed hair ones. Those were just the non-fan art ones I could find. Generally trying to avoid fan art because I've seen a lot of YouTubers get copyright strikes because of that. And I don't want to get one right off the bat for using somebody's fan art without permission. I'm not going to wait a week talking to somebody online to get their picture of a Harvest Moon farmer that they drew. So yeah, that's what the character looks like. And I basically explained why it'd be cool, plus you could use a pitchfork and stuff. And generally, it'd be an awesome character. So originally, I was wondering Paper Mario. It's a cool character. I played the Paper Mario games. That's awesome. But we already have Dr. Mario. So it makes me think, what's another Mario character thing that would be kind of like Paper Mario, where there's alterations and stuff, and it could be completely different, but it's still basically one of the Mario characters, since Mario has Dr. Mario, there's other different forms in the games too. I'm not going to elaborate on that. So I was thinking, why not Dry Bowser? Before you're like, oh my gosh, he's just gonna be a Bowser clone. Give me a break. So, you know how in Super Mario Maker, maybe not all of you know this, maybe it's just in all the games, I just learned this from Super Mario Maker, sometimes when you have a giant dry bones, they'll throw bones, which seems pretty cool, and he could use that as one of his moves. Plus there's so many things that he could do for moves, because he's Dry Bowser, plus it could be have some sort of carding thing or whatever, since he's really only much of a character in side games plus other scenarios, but we're not going to talk about that. Also, you can have lava-based moves, because he's what happens when Bowser gets in the lava, dies, and there's just bones left that come alive. So you could have lava, bone, spin-off game themed. He has quite a bit of moveset potential, plus, Nintendo owns him. And actually, don't you think it'd be pretty cool if they had, a more slightly lightweight Bowser? Or, since he's just bone, a character that's big but light? Think about that. It'd be pretty cool. Here you have the Mario symbol, the little mushroom. And there's my attempt at drawing Dry Bowser throwing, a bone. Because that's one of the moves I think he should have. And I know it doesn't look a lot like Dry Bowser, but I'm pretty sure I said before, I'm a writer, not a drawer, painter, or generally artist. So give me a break here. This here is a picture of our rockin' number 4 in Mario Kart. And Dry Bowser, as you can see, has a pretty cool design, and it'd be interesting to see that in Smash Brothers, especially using lava and bone mechanics. Sadly, I know the chances that this character will get in are really low, but he was one of my favorite characters in Earthbound, and I just gotta put him on the list as our number 3, and come on. Jeff Andonuts, who last time I checked is an assist trophy, so sadly he's probably not going to end up being in his DLC from the Smash Ballot, he was really awesome. Don't tell me you don't want to play as the character who, is an awesome inventor and can just, build stuff out of anything. Rides around on this epic dinosaur because he wants to cross a lake, and shoots firework guns. That is just the essence of awesomeness. I can't believe they locked him in as an assist trophy. But honestly, I just gotta put him on the list because he's so awesome. This is his picture thing. As you can notice, this is like part of the top 3, so he has more details on his. Here is a nice picture of Jeff holding a firework gun. And there's the Earthbound symbol, done as well as I can. Here's the possible final smash, where at one point in the game, he uses a Mr. Saturn-shaped spaceship and crashes it to save his friends, early in the game when you first meet him. So, that could be his final smash. You just, crash into the stage. And there's a nice up B where he uses, a jetpack. And a possible stage where he is on that epic dinosaur thing. And that is where you battle. It'd be a pretty cool stage. Plus, you could swim. It'd be interesting. It'd be like Pirate Ship, except it's a dinosaur. Okay, so I couldn't find a good picture of Jeff that wasn't fan art, so I'm really sorry if you made this and you didn't want this to be used. So, yeah, I'm really sorry about that. But if you want me to take it down, I'll just take it down in a heartbeat and just redo it without your fan art. I'm totally be okay with that. But I'm glad we share this interest. So, yeah, as you can see from this picture, Jeff is awesome. I don't think I need to say more. He's just plain awesomeness and technology. This is probably a character you've heard of before, or possibly heard of in this scenario. And if you're a fan of the Kirby series, chances are you like this character. No, it's not Kirby, or Meta Knight, King Dedede, and if you're expecting those characters to be on this list, you should check the current roster, because otherwise, well, you've never played Super Smash Bros. Because Kirby's been in every game, and if you're expecting Meta Knight and Dedede, you haven't played since Melee. So, this character is Bandana D, which is really cool. You can have the alternate color swaps be just different color bandanas, and he uses a spear, which is very unique because a lot of characters use swords, and a spear would be a nice change of pace. Plus, it'd be another Kirby rep, and Mr. Sakurai himself developed Kirby, so I feel like that is quite a bit of a possibility here. Here is Bandanity, my attempt at drawing him, and here is him throwing his spear, which would be a B attack. Here's just the thing to represent the different color swaps being different colored bandanas, and oh hey look, the Kirby symbol. I think one of the reasons Bandanity is such a popular character is because he's so loyal to Meta Knight, which is just a great trait. Honestly, it's just a really nice character with a nice moveset and a lot of reasons for him to be in Smash. So I totally support this character, which is why he's number 2 on my list. Here it is, the moment you've all been waiting for. My number 1 character that you should vote for in the DLC roster is, drumroll please, Chibi-Robo. I know what you're all thinking. Well, no I don't. But I'm just going to talk about it anyways. He might be too small. Olimar's smaller. He already has an amiibo. If you've seen his latest game, previously he was just doing a ton of stuff that gave him moveset potential. And now, basically, they gave him an epic weapon Ziplash tail. That's awesome! Chibi-Robo is a character I've been rooting for from the very beginning. Even before the Smash ballot was announced. Really, when I heard Brawl, I was thinking, ooh, there's Super Smash Bros. Brawl's coming out? A sequel to Super Smash Bros. Melee? Ooh, what if they have Chibi-Robo? Because Chibi-Robo is such an awesome character. And Chibi-Robo's been in Super Smash Flash, which means that we know he's possible. And, well, that's about it. He has all sorts of things he can do. Now, some people, a friend of mine actually, said that maybe he could work like Minato, of like switching costumes, and I'm just here to say no. He doesn't need that. The costumes didn't really matter too much in the games, so why should they in his battle style? I think that his moves should just be based off of his things, like he could use his toothbrush to do a down attack, go up with his Chibi-Copter, do a side B Ziplash. Chibi-Robo doesn't need to be babied or pampered up to be a character. All of the things that you need are all just like piled and scattered all over the place. If you gather them up, you have a great character. And that's why I support Chibi-Robo. Here you go. Here is my page for Chibi-Robo. You can use a Chibi Blaster for B. Here's just Chibi-Robo. Ziplash! Up B Chibi-Copter. And then there's just the little Chibi-Robo head that's pretty iconic in the Chibi-Robo games. It's nice. Chibi-Robo is adorable, but simply awesome. Here is a picture of Chibi-Robo in action. In the game, Chibi-Robo plugs into action. Look at that. He's battling that teddy bear. Don't tell me that Chibi-Robo isn't designed for action. His games are around cleaning, whatever you want to do, and action. Like, seriously. The parkour in that game is awesome, too. Plus, the fighting. You wouldn't expect the fighting, but Chibi-Robo Park Patrol, you're fighting Smarlings. Chibi-Robo plugs into action, you're fighting robots and teddy bears. In Chibi-Robo Ziplash, you're fighting aliens. Come on. You can't say Chibi-Robo isn't ready for fighting. Chibi-Robo has got my vote in the Super Smash Bros. Ballot. And I hope I've convinced you that he's got yours too. Hello, you've reached the end of my video. I'd just like to tell you, if you have any questions or comments, put them in the comments. I'll try to respond to you. Don't have very many videos yet, so that's going to be pretty easy for me. I'll just respond to your comments if I feel like they need to be responded to. If you want to criticize me, go for it. I'm not the kind of person who, if they get hate, is like, oh my gosh, it's my art, I'm not one of those people. I'm the kind of person who wants to know what people hate about me so I can improve myself. So if there's something you don't like, well, besides me making fun of Banjo-Kazooie or having a character you want not on this list, then go for it. If you have constructive criticism, go for it. But if you're like, oh, you're a noob, get wrecked, I hate you, don't post that. I'm just going to delete your comment. And honestly, you're not contributing. Because I want the comments of my videos to be a civilized place where you can discuss. And I'm not saying you can't have a flame war, but do it politely. Don't cuss people out. Because, I'll let you in on a secret, cussing people out is actually a sign of unintelligence. Because that means you can no longer find a way to argue your way logically through, so you give up and start insulting somebody. So use that next time somebody cusses you out in YouTube comments. Goodbye, everybody.